Over 50 years since Nigeria's independence, the country is yet to have a female governor.
We have entertainment, TV and channel, so why not one for women that are more than half the world population doing so much for survival of the world?
We teach girls shame. Close your legs, cover yourself. We make them feel as though by being born female, they're already guilty of something.
Saying a woman should only be seen and not to be heard is violence against women.
Women are a vital part of our existence, the mothers of our children, our support. Hence, they deserve to lead full lives 100%.
Tune in every Tuesday by 11 a.m.
on Royal FM 95.1 for the program 100% Women, 100% Women, celebrating women.
Good morning. You're welcome to another episode of 100% Woman, Royal FM 95.1. First of all, happy Independence Day, Nigeria. Happy Independence Day to you. And may Nigeria live up to the Nigeria of all our dreams. And women are very instrumental to the development of Nigeria. We all know that. Today is going to be another great episode on the program 100% Woman. This program is a program that gives women a voice because women should not just be seen, they should also be heard. We're going to be having a very candid talk today. Real talk, straight up talk. Because women are very, very instrumental and they're very key to development of this nation. We also need to have some real talk with ourselves so that we can straighten up and really start doing things right. We do a lot of things right, but a couple of things that we might be lacking behind in. So we need to just make sure that we sit up and so that we can be the very best of ourselves. All right, I am Temitope Oluleye, and of course I have in the studio with me three amazing women, and we're going to be talking about several issues that concern women, like paternity fraud, domestic violence, and of course the big question, are Nigerian women entitled to all their boyfriends or their fiancés' money? Are they really should they fight total nail to make sure that of course you have to buy my weave on, you have to buy my cream, you have to buy recharge cards for me, you have to buy this, buy that, okay? So Nigerian women entitled to their boyfriends or fiancés' money? Because recently a news broke out about a lady who stabbed her boyfriend to death here in Nigeria because the boyfriend refused to give her 2,500 naira for her weave on. All right, so we'll talk about all these issues and we're back very, very soon. Please stay tuned. Definitely commemorating today being our Independence Day. So happy 59th Independence Day, Nigeria. Well, on the program today, like I said, we're having a very real discussion, a very real talk about several issues that concern women. Let's start first with paternity fraud. Paternity fraud. Now, paternity fraud is it's when a woman decides to say that a particular man is her child's father when it is not. That is what paternity fraud is. So let's take, for example, there was a true story that broke out just about a few days ago. A Nigerian man came up online and narrated his story that after 12 years of marriage, he discovered after doing paternity test or DNA test that two of his kids were not his. As at the time of me talking about this woman has left the house. She, in a way, ran away, and she is saying that even the three kids are not his. But he said he had done tests already. Two of the kids are not his. One is his. Now, according to data, Nigeria has one of the highest rates of paternity fraud. Actually, Nigeria is the second highest globally. According to reports, 3 out of 10 children in Nigeria are said to be fathered by their non-biological fathers. So let's talk about this first. Like I said, I have three amazing women in the studio with me this morning. I have Debbie Babajide in the studio with me. Say good morning, Debbie.
Good morning, Nigeria. Happy Independence. I'm glad to be here.
Yes, thank you so much for being here. I think it's a public holiday, but you choose to be here, so thank you very much. I also have Bisola Oduwole Sulaiman. She's a colleague of mine. I'm sure you've heard about her. Olorili, she anchors a couple of programs here on the station. Please, Bisola, say good morning.
Good morning. Happy Independence Day, Nigeria.
Thanks so much for being here, Bisola. And of course, I have Ibiemi Awukwetu Uluwole as well. She's also here. Thank you so much for being here, ma'am.
Good morning, listeners. Happy Independence.
All right, happy Independence Day. Let's talk about it. Let's be candid about this situation. Now, like I said, Nigeria has the second highest rates of paternity fraud globally. Let me start with Debbie. Debbie, have you heard about cases like this? And I can cite so many other cases, but what do you have you come across cases like this?
Amy, can you see how I just squeezed my face? It really started with me. I mean, you'd have started with other ladies. Let me hear what they have to say. Actually, I have heard several stories about situations like this. I'm even glad that the guy has, like I said in the studio before, I'm glad that the guy has one. You know, some situations, in fact, the guy doesn't even have any. It's so sad. It's so heartbreaking to see things like this going on. I mean, those days our mothers were the ones holding the family. They would stay with their husbands through thin and thick times. They are with their husbands, supporting and all. But now I don't know what's happening. In fact, I'm short of words. I don't know what's happening now. Nowadays, our women, I don't know. Let me ask Bisola, what do you think is what do you think is the cause behind all this?
No, I can't really say, because that would seem like I'm giving excuses.
Okay.
But in some cases, I've heard cases like the woman has been married for a couple of years and they're unable to have a child, and she decides to try somewhere else. Probably the husband has a problem and she decides to try somewhere else and see if she would get a child from there. Now, at the end of the day, she gets pregnant and she brings it home to the husband. The husband is glad, is happy that he's going to have a child at the end of the day, not knowing that another person is the father of the child. So we've seen cases like that, where because they're unable to have a child together, the woman goes out. Or we have cases whereby some women are married to people they do not love. People that they don't really have affection for. They probably married that person because, everybody's getting married, I want to marry. Or because they were forced to marry such a person. Now, there's this lover on the side who they still care about. One way or the other, they see each other and something leads to the other, something happens. She gets pregnant for that one, but because of the shame, because she can't go back and say, unlike in the Western world, when you're not okay with somebody, you end the relationship at that point. Okay, this marriage is not working for me. But in the African setting, it's always, it's usually a shame for a married woman to leave her marriage. That's how people see it. Okay, she's divorced, and there's this tag that goes around divorced women. So instead of her leaving that marriage at that point, she feels, okay, I'd rather just give the pregnancy to my husband.
But she shouldn't have gotten married to the man she got married in the first place.
In the first place, yes, I know that. But I don't know. That's their excuse. I have heard a couple of stories like that, but it is really sad. When you were introducing the topic for discussion today, I felt really sad. When you said Nigeria is among the highest. My country, my dear.
Among the highest.
Okay, it is the second. So we're like almost the highest. Seriously, it is really sad. It is bad that a woman can do that. In this part of the world, we know women to be very loyal. Once a woman is married, she sticks to that man. So what exactly is going on? What is the problem? How I wish we had somebody, but I'm sure that person will not be able to come out to say, but how I wish we had somebody who can, okay, this is the reason why I did this. Maybe we can see from that person's perspective. But for me, I don't think it is not good. It is not good at all.
What are your thoughts about this?
In fact, the first time I heard about this happening, I was like, so women could be so daring. There are different reasons women give for engaging in this kind of act. So women just feel that the person they gave birth for is not responsible enough to take care of that child. So they rather switch the father of the baby. They give reasons. They say yes, it's not a responsible man. Within themselves, they know the person they gave birth for is not responsible. They rather look for another father, a foster father. In her own mind, she knows what she has done. But the men don't even know what has happened. And I feel it's just depths of wickedness. Though we can't just say like, they just do it out of their own, because they may have reasons, but I wonder what kind of reason will push a woman.
Reason should not justify.
What kind of reason will push a woman to just switch?
You should not justify. First of all, you are married. See the story.
You are married.
Paternity. It's not that maybe you are doing boyfriend girlfriend.
No.
You not say this boy is not responsible. So I decide to switch to another boyfriend. And so switch it. No, I'm just giving a scenario. This is somebody you are married to. In the Muslim you have your rights that you have performed together to be one forever. No matter the situation. Even as Christians, you have your vows that you have made together. You should honor that. You should not say, I'm desperate. You know what Bisola said. Most is desperation that pushes them to do what they.
Yes.
My friend is getting married. Like that scenario you said. Yeah. My friend is getting married. Oh yes, I want to also be like her. Everybody's getting married. I'm in my 30s. Oh my God, what will I do? Bam! You move to somebody that you don't love. You do not have affection for. You don't see yourself being friends till, and you have somebody that you have this strong affection for. Not secret though. You guys, maybe they were dating and maybe the guy wasn't ready for marriage. I've seen scenarios like the guy wasn't ready for marriage. Now who first come? Now I go first put the ring for my hand. That's the slogan. So now the person that you do not have affection for that much comes, puts ring on your hand. The one you love the most is still there hanging. Now, you still have that person's number. I'm painting a scenario in your head now. You have that person's number. You say, it's just my friend, honey. We just used to still talk. Oh, devil will push you one day. And let me know. Let me leave devil, because devil will say, what do I do now? Now, you call the person, and next thing, the person is calling you. I'm just checking up on you. Thank you. I'm so happy. Most times, you don't even plan for it. I'm happy. Oh, how you doing? Fine. Now, your husband doesn't even have time to even greet you and say, how you doing? Because he's busy to take care of the family. Now, this one has the whole time to wish you how you doing. Hope you are fine. Now, affection moves. Bam. Can we meet? Yes, we can meet. You meet in one place where not concern you. You carry your leg and you go there.
And it leads
to another thing. And now you are fixed. What will you do? The shame to say, I can't tell them that I'm pregnant for this person, because every mother that is pregnant knows who the owner of the child is.
But
so don't give me.
Some question is it right?
Of course, it's not. It's not right.
Dump a child that is not your husband's on him and make him believe. It's like deception. Make him believe that it is actually his.
It's not right. That's why I want to tear my skin here.
It's not right. Please tell us. Please tear it.
Oh God, I wish my listeners can see me now. I want to tear my skin to tell them it's not right. That's what we are saying here now. You might say that maybe we are painting scenarios. Maybe in other people's mind, are they trying to justify this move? No, we are not trying to justify the move. We are trying to say that maybe that's where they found themselves, and they're not able to say, okay, in the Western world now, those ones, they get to this person, and the next thing they're telling the husband, oh honey, I'm sorry, I would have loved you so much, I have this other person, and they move on without that person, and now that man is heartbroken. But this one, in the society where we are in, we cannot allow that. I have to still be with my husband. Whatever it is, I will still stick with him and I'll push the child.
But some instances,
but that's evil.
I feel some women don't even know who they took him for. Yes, it happened. If they're double dating,
because they always say,
if they're double dating, they won't know when they're ovulating, and they're sleeping with 2 men at the same time. They won't know. Yes, I've had it happen before. They won't know. Seriously, they won't. So when she gets pregnant, she was like, who was this baby? And how would she now come out to say she wants to do DNA? Which fathers which of the men she slept with, should she now say, let's go for DNA? Start becoming suspicious. What's the problem? She may not even know.
She can tell the other. She can tell the other guy she's double dating with, because that other man would have known that she's married. She's a married person.
No, I'm talking about the woman herself.
That's what I'm saying.
She doesn't even know who owns the baby.
That's what I'm saying.
No, not. I mean, conception.
Let's say what she's trying to say now is
conception. 2 guys at the same time.
2 people at the same time. At the end of the day, she gets to marry
even after marriage
and decides to dump the baby on the one she married. Now, at that point, she didn't even know who owns it, but she was like,
yes,
okay, it's like, this one is ready. Let me tell him I'm pregnant. Meanwhile, she's dating 2 people at the same
time.
Okay, we have to go for a commercial break. When we come back, we'll continue with this discussion. Please stay tuned.
Ṣínà lórúkọ mi. Nígbà kan rí, akòkòrò jẹ́ gbádùn ẹnu mi. àwọn ọmọge máa ń sá fún mi kí n tó lanu sọ̀rọ̀ ni. ṣùgbọ́n ó yẹ kó jẹ́rìí mi ṣá o. lọ́gán tí ọmọge kan ti gbà mí nímọ̀ràn lẹ́yìn ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ ìbú mo bá bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí í lo ọṣẹ ìfọyín close up cool breeze gel tó ní èròjà apakòkòrò ẹnu nínú. èémí ẹnu mi wá ń fanimọ́ra débi pé àwọn ọmọge ò jẹ́ ń sinmi mọ́ o. wo mo ti mọ òjì àwọn ọmọge báyìí. àkànṣe ọṣẹ ìfọyín close up cool breeze tó ní jẹ́ẹ̀lì aláwọ̀ búlù pẹ̀lú èròjà apakòkòrò fún èémí olóòórùn tó fanimọ́ra. èròjà mú eyín dán fún eyín tó funfun báláwú àti adíwò inú eyín fún eyín tó gbó keke tó sì ní àlàáfíà. Close up èmi tó fanimọ́ra fún wákàtí 12 gbáko.
Okay, welcome back. The program is still 100% women, and we're still discussing on paternity fraud. You were making a very valid point there, Debbie, before we went on the break.
Myself and Bisola, we discussed something. We discussed something about this particular situation. What if the baby are being switched during birth? You know, when you give birth, all children, they look alike. The babies, they all look alike. What if there's a nurse
before they tag the babies?
How does that relate to paternity fraud?
It relates to paternity fraud because now when you do the DNA test, it doesn't match the fathers.
Oh, and even the mothers too.
Them most time, yes, it does. They might not think to.
Yeah, but later they might not.
Most times they don't even do the mothers.
They will assume
that you have
the mother of the child.
The mother has gone out of our way to. Even when the woman is trying to explain that I didn't do anything.
That's a very good one. Yes,
they will say you're lying, but the woman by herself might now be the one, like Bisola said, might now be the one to take herself to the hospital
for DNA.
I didn't do anything, so let me try this DNA to actually find out if this child is actually mine. Yes. Because most times we have hospitals that change, that switch babies. Yes. There's problem somewhere. I think there's a story you were saying to us. Yes. We'd like to hear the story.
Yeah, so it was like, they asked the nurse that why was she came out confessing that why did she switch babies at that particular time? They even gave the year of the time between 1980 something, blah, blah, blah. Then she was like, she just did it for fun. Can you imagine? For fun, and it was devil using her.
For fun?
Yes.
After how many years?
Over a decade. Since 80s, in the 80s.
Okay.
So she was confessing. That's why
they found out about 10, 15 years after?
Exactly. If not 20. She came out confessing. Nobody noticed anything. She came out confessing that this is what she did particularly that she was just switching babies at intervals, just switching babies. And now it is very likely that most of those homes are already broken.
Exactly, because
they are broken. And they will put pressure on the woman that but she'll be like, what happened?
Exactly.
She came out confessing, and that people should forgive her, Nigerians should forgive her. They were like,
after breaking home.
Exactly.
Well, there's several cases of this paternity fraud. There was another case about a doctor. Actually, the doctor was the one that shared the story. He said that a woman brought a baby to the hospital because the baby was very, very sick. They now detected that the baby was a sickle cell carrier. That means was an SS. And then the doctor said, okay, I need to talk to your husband and you so that I can counsel you on how you can take care of this child. That was when the mother broke down and started begging the doctor that please, that the husband must not know because the husband is AA.
Okay.
Okay. So the doctor was not advising a lot of men that go ahead and do DNA tests because a lot of your children are not yours. Now, we're not generalizing here, okay? Just a few women do this, but not all women, okay? So it's not all women. Let's get that straight. It's very, very common here. So what do you think is the way forward? How can this be curtailed and how can this be reduced in our society? Debbie?
There is nothing we can advise. The only thing we can advise is, okay, ladies, please try and get married. If you wait for the person, if you can wait for that person that you truly love. Because I will still go back to that route that most times we get married to people we don't love. And at the end, we find ourselves looking. Because if you love your husband, I don't know why you should go outside. If you truly love your husband, I don't know why you should go outside. You are breaking that man's heart. So wait. If you have someone you love so much and that person is not yet ready. God has made us, God has given us this way of sweet talking our men. So there's a way you sweet talk that person. Let the person understand that we can do this. We can make this work. I'll manage with you. If you actually sweet talk this person, this your boyfriend or fiance, you see that before you know it, keep talking to this person. Before you know, the guy will say, "Oh, I'm ready. I can do this," even if he doesn't have the wherewithal to go forth to do it. Before you know, you say, "I can do this." And with time, if we keep getting married to people we love, I think this will actually reduce. It will curb these stories we're hearing about. Ladies.
Okay, thank you. Let's go to Bisola.
All right. Now you are talking about somebody who is just about to get married, or
yes.
who is. What about somebody who is already in that situation? I think for that person, if it happens that you're in a relationship with somebody you do not really love, or you happen to have a lover on the side and you prefer that person, why don't you just? It's better. Like, why don't you just leave? And some people are already in that situation. They have a child or they're pregnant for somebody else. Please do not give another person's baby to another man. It is not.
For
it is
women in that
callous,
situation,
it is wicked.
I can just imagine how embarrassing and how difficult it would be to share it with your husband. How
it is difficult. Yeah, but you got yourself in that situation, so you have to get yourself out. Instead of putting those children in trouble, you're going to put that man in trouble. You're going to put those children in trouble as well. At the end of the day, when they find out, they will despise you. So why don't you just face the shame, the disgrace, and all that now? And it will die down after a while.
I don't even think they are ashamed.
You confess to yourself and, just move on with your life.
If you are ashamed, you will not even try it in the first place.
So I don't think so.
Tell me, let's not look at it like they are ashamed. They are not ashamed.
Okay.
They know what they're doing. Exactly,
but
that's the word.
Sometimes they are being compelled to. Not all of them are deliberate. Some are pushed into it.
In what sense?
Like when you said if you marry a man you love.
Yes.
Assuming the man doesn't love you the way you expect him to love you. Like you said, doesn't have time for you. He goes out, he abandons you, and you find love somewhere else. Naturally, you love the man, right?
Yeah.
But another affection is calling outside. What will happen? You go out. You didn't plan for this in the first place, but it just happened. In that way now, I will say that she didn't enter deliberately, but it has happened. It's the same result. Either deliberate or not deliberate, it gives back to the same result. So what we can only say, but don't even try doing it in the first place, because once it happens, no going back at all.
All right. Okay. Before we move on to the next issue here, if you want to call in and share your own opinion on this issue, you can go ahead and call 0810-850-1371. Why do you think paternity fraud is very, very common in Nigeria, and what do you think can be done to kind of reduce paternity fraud in Nigeria? 0810-850-1371. Let's move on to the next issue here, and this issue is about there's this notion, there's this perception that Nigerian women, they love money too much. It's all about money. I don't want money to make my hair, money to buy my cream, money to do this, money to do that, money to go shopping. I need to take good care of myself. I need to look good, blah, blah, blah. So there is this notion. We want to talk about it. Is this really, really true? Well, tragedy struck at Ekiti State University, Ado-Ekiti, recently when a student by the name of Bukola Odeyemi attacked her boyfriend, whose name is John Iju, at a hostel at Iworoko Ekiti in Ekiti State. And according to what happened, she's 20 years old, by the way. The man is 22 years old. Very, very young people. They said that the girl wanted 2,500 naira to make her hair, and the late one, he died because she stabbed him. The man refused to give her the 2,500 naira. As a result of that, she stabbed him and he died as a result of that. And so many other cases I can cite. But, Debbie, do you think women they feel they're entitled to their boyfriend or fiance's money, or probably even husband? What are your thoughts? What do you think about that?
Tell me. Must put me. Next question. Anyway, let me move. In fact, because now I'm perplexed.
How are you perplexed now?
Because I don't understand what's happening now with ladies. Like the age range now. We heard the lady is 20, the guy is 22. Now, he's a student. You are a student. He is not working. You are not working. You want to look good. You want to do hair. You want to buy cream. You want to do this one. In our own case, she wants to make a hair of 2,500. He could not bring it, and you stabbed him to death. Is it your money? Now, this notion we're having with, I was saying something like young. These are our own generation. I don't know. We are young, people should not think we are old people in the studio. But this now generation, they are particular about money. The ladies are particular about money. If their boyfriend doesn't have a car, they cannot date him. If their boyfriend cannot handle their needs, I don't understand. It's not your father. He is not your father. He's not your parent. He's not the one who brought you to school. He's not the one that gave birth to you. I mean, he's not yet married to you. He has not gone to pay your dowry yet for your parents to say, okay, now all responsibility is now his. Your parents have those responsibilities to take care of you. When you need the money, wait, call your parents. If they don't have it yet, hold on. And if he by himself, see, this thing doesn't mean that because he's dating you are now doing boyfriend and girlfriend means that he now has the sole responsibility to take care of you. No, that's not how it works. If he by himself now decide that, okay, I want to give you this money. Oh, because I don't like the way you're looking. I want to give you this money. Beautiful. You don't have to impose on him. It's not your money. Let me shout it. It's not your money.
But honestly, where do you think that notion comes from? Why do you think a lot of young ladies feel they're entitled to their man's money? He has to do everything, pay for their rent, pay for their hair and all that. Where do you think it comes from?
The notion comes from, I am dating him. He's sleeping with me. Therefore, he has to take care of me.
Okay, Bisola, your thoughts about this? Lobaton.
Seriously, I'm looking at Debbie and I'm like, okay, what exactly is going on? What exactly is going on with our girls nowadays? Now I know that. Do I say, well, a lot of us are civilized now. A lot of us look at it like, I know I should make my money. I should be an independent lady. I should have my own money on but we still have so many girls. Just like she said, I know a lot of people they would even tell you said a guy must have a car. They will tell you the specification he must have. Now, because of that, a lot of these guys do stuff to get money. They become fraudulent because they want to satisfy their girls, or they want to feel big. They want to take care of their girls because of that. Now, a girl is not entitled to a guy's money. Hello, he's not your husband. He is not your father. When you guys get married, yes, it is his responsibility. But at the same time, as a girl, you need to have your own. You need to do your things yourself. Now, if he does it good, it is his responsibility. But he's your boyfriend, for heaven's sake. He is not responsible for you for whatever reason. For whatever reason you can think of. Now, a lot of these girls feel like, oh, okay, before you came to me, before you asked me out, you saw me, I was looking all good, all fly. It is money that I used to take care of myself. So you need to, it's either you upgrade or you maintain that level. So you need to make sure that I look good all the time because you are my boyfriend. I need to buy a good phone. You need to give me money for that because you're my boyfriend.
And do you think they have a valid point saying that?
They don't. They don't. I believe in having your own thing as a girl. I believe then from time, the kind of home I grew up in, contentment is always our watchword. Whatever my parents give to me, I am okay with it. Whatever they give to, if the boyfriend now comes and decides to be a nice person, okay, thank you. But if he doesn't, I am not expecting.
Do you think peer pressure has a lot to do with this? Because they're looking at their friends, living large, driving nice cars, and they feel Do you think it has a lot to do with it as well?
Yes, it does.
Yeah,
most of our girls like to compete. They like to compete, and most of them have not been trained from the home to tell you that contentment is great gain. They just feel that no, I must always look good. You don't always have to look good every time. Just always be neat and clean. But if you go to the extreme, you want to look your best, on whose account would that be? Your boyfriend. You be expecting to give you what he can't even afford for himself, and he will be pushed to do illegal things. So most of our girls are just like, no, since my friend is looking this good, her guy is taking care of her, my own two must take care of me.
They must have a story.
And they will not say must. Exactly, they will start pushing the guy. If you don't do this, they start threatening the innocent guy. And when the guy says no, and that wahala comes in. But it's not supposed to be so. He's having his own life. You used to have your own life. Whatever he can give you, fine. If he doesn't give you, take care of yourself. Whatever you have, just manage and just look good, just look clean. But when there's this pressure from friends, from what they watch on TV, from what they see elsewhere, they just feel like, wait, no, it's a must that my, not even husband, or my boyfriend must. And it's very wrong.
Yeah, how about
very wrong
for ladies that say, okay, like Debbie was saying, okay, you're sleeping with me, you're being intimate with me, and I'm doing this, I'm doing that. Must it be for free? I mean, you talk to
It's not a law.
It's not a law.
My sister. It's not a law. When you were intimate with each other, was it not a consensual this thing?
It's an agreement.
Was it not an agreement?
Yes.
Why can the boy not also come and meet you to give me money, I want to cut my hair? Give me money, I want to wear jeans. I need to look good. So you have to think about it. You know, I just gave that example because that's what most girls, most ladies, that's what they think, that because he's doing this to me, so he has to. No, you're also doing it to him. So he has the right to also come and meet you that, give me money, I want to cut my hair. Give me money, I want to also look good. So if you think about that, first of all, that should not even be your driving force. You should know that, I have parents, I have people that can take care of me. Actually, that's not why I've come to school. I've come to school to learn, okay, yes, along the line, definitely, I fell in love. I have this boyfriend and everything. Does not mean that guy should now be carrying all your burden. Do you want to kill him? I mean,
meanwhile, he's a student as well. And he doesn't even have a job. Somebody is catering for you.
Even if he's working, because there are some students that date working class guys. That is why. Let me now give you. I want to deviate a bit. That is why, if you are that kind of a person, always demanding, and your boyfriend is a working class, that is why he cannot marry you, because at that time he will see you as a liability. So he will never end up with you. It's not a joke. But if you are this kind of a person that, you know, if he wants to even give you, sometimes you say, oh, thank you, I already have. Or he sees you calling your dad and say, Daddy, I need this thing. No. He knows that, man, these people can take care of their daughter. Man, this girl has self-respect. He boasts to self-respect. Oh, this girl has self-respect. She never asks me for anything except I give her. He gets to see in a different light. And he gets to say, oh man, I think I can deal with this girl. I can be with this person. So now I've deviated a bit. Like,
well, how about, I've heard of cases where people say there's love in giving. That for you to let me know you love me, that you have to give me something for you to prove that you love me. Is that not a valid point as well?
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. That the boy, show your own love too now to the boy.
So it should be both ways.
It is not a valid point because somebody might not love you at all and decide to entice you with a lot of money. It's not valid at all. Money is not love. The fact that you love somebody and you're giving it, if you love somebody and you decide to give, fine. But the fact that somebody loves you and he's not giving you does not mean he doesn't love you. Or does not mean he doesn't care about you. So somebody's giving you money, he might not love you. He might be enticing you
like
because of what
he
wants to get.
It could be. But you think it's love.
You think it's love.
The way you get married too and start giving outsiders,
because you
you'll
want
be
to
wondering why he's cheating on you.
Tell your friends, if you know what Kunle gave me today,
he really loves me.
He gave me iPhone 5. You want to tell your friends he gave me, if I know the latest phone now that Samsung just did, that's what Kunle bought for me.
He really loves me.
Kunle loves me so much. Kunle comes with a car, Hans. Girls, I'm out. You want to live that fly life.
All right. I also want to ask a question about social media. Does social media have a big role to play as well?
Yes.
We want to talk about that one too. But like I said, if you want to call in, the number to call is 0810-850-1371, 0810-850-1371. Two questions. First of all, why do you think paternity fraud is very common in Nigeria, and what can be done to reduce it? And second, are women and Nigerian women entitled to their boyfriend or their fiance's money or even their husband's money? What are your thoughts? 0810-850-1371. Social media, what do you think? Do you think social media, because in this day and age of slaying and taking pictures, okay, we have a call coming in. Hello?
Hello, good morning.
Yes, good morning. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
My name is Ashel. I'm calling from Tankel Judo.
Okay, please go ahead.
I have to say, this conversation has got everyone around me here talking.
Okay.
And we love everything that you guys are doing there. Like to start with that.
Thank you.
My own focus is on the girlfriend boyfriend part.
Yes.
And I don't know how to say this, our parents, a couple of them who are listening right now will not be annoyed or will not take things differently, but they have to first of all realize that that is the norm now as regards boyfriend, girlfriend, and them living together, cohabiting, whatever. But then again, from the guy's perspective, I can tell you also categorically that at least 60% of guys will not mind in this current state. In fact, more than 60%, I can tell you 80% of guys do not mind taking care of their girlfriends. Do not mind buying stuff for their girlfriend. And in my only 2 years on this earth, I had the chance to interact with a lot of young ladies also. In fact, they will tell you that it's now an accepted belief for ladies to actually collect something from a guy, irrespective of whether or not you're working. So far we are dating, whether we're 100 level, whether we're IGMB, whether we're GPEP, so far we are dating. Even in secondary school now, it's a norm now for the guy to actually give money to pay for anything. So if we're going out, you are buying. If we're going to see the movie, you're the one paying. You have to do this. And I find this rather funny or amusing because during my own time, I'm not old.
Okay. Okay.
During my own time,
your own slang.
It wasn't like that. If you as a guy, you would even strive. It's a thing of joy for you to give your girlfriend something to buy for her. And then when she buys, she's so excited, but she never asks anything from you. And so, of course, when you buy for her, she's so excited, but she never brags about it. She never talks about it. She never asks anything. But nowadays, it's like it's a given. And it's amusing. It is funny. Sometimes it's even annoying, the audacity. But now it's almost as though it's an accepted law. Now it's like this popular, if you don't get money, hide your face. It's something like that also. It's accepted. You're dating, you have to take care of me. You have to buy for me. If you don't buy for me, you're not the man for me, and I'm leaving. That car is another story for another day. If you don't have car, if you don't have the inventor, there's somebody right now in my office that says if you don't have a inventor, she will not talk to you. And guys, of course, who have inventors will talk to her, but they will not marry her. I'm not saying that, but of course, that's the way things work right now. And it's about the society itself. Preference again on money. On what you can buy, what you have. That's what the ladies go for, and that's what the guys also go for.
No, it's okay. Thank you so much for your call. Appreciate your call. All right, 0810-851-371. 0810-851-371. Hello. Hello.
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning. How are you? What is your name? Where are you calling from?
This is Vera from GRA.
Hello, Vera from GRA. Long time. How are you?
I'm fine. Are you too?
Very well, thank you so much. All right, go ahead, please.
Yeah. Hello, my two sisters.
Hello, Vera. How are you doing?
Yeah, thank you. As regards the paternity fraud in Nigeria, it's a shame to hear such a high percentage. 3 out of 10 children are not fathered by their own father. Can you imagine, by their own biological father? According to a survey carried out in the U.S., 95% of men cheated on their wives, which is also 5% of the women cheated on women. I believe if such a survey is carried out in Nigeria, it would be like 98% of women cheating on their husband. That's how I think. It's a shameful thing to even know that in Nigerian woman. Very so. And as regards the relationship between girls and boys who are still and that is not yet romantic, the real solution to this is that if you are not ready for marriage, do not date. Dating, dating should lead to courtship. Courtship will lead to marriage. But because they want to test out what it feels like to have a man, what it feels like to have a boyfriend, both my father and my mother do. I want to feel it. That is why they go into sex. And they will not take the responsibility of such boys. And the boys are not working, they will be pushed to this much. So I think that is the only solution to it. If you are not ready for marriage, do not date. Just as simple. Have a nice day.
All right. Thank you so much for calling in, Vera. All right. We'll accept one more call. 0810-850-1371. 0810-850-1371. Now, social media, does it have a big role to play? Because it seems like there's a lot of pepper dam going on social media. Do you think this also pushes a lot of ladies? Say, I need to look as good as this, so I need to also glam up and stuff like that. Hello?
Good morning.
Good morning. What's your name? Where are you calling from, please?
Peter from Tanker.
Hello. Nice to have you calling. Please go ahead. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Me too. I've been following the program from the onset.
Okay.
And I want to talk on the issues that goes around the medical practitioners now. Those nurses that fuck baby or style baby. You know, sometimes when some women sit in bed, their babies are taken away, and you lie to them that they died at birth. This has been a serious problem. Just like someone called me and that said he's young, I'm also young. But I know that 2, 3, 4 decades back, such things happened, and some of these women are actually innocent. Just for those that are the perpetrators of these dastardly acts. But the concern I have is, you know, the medical practice. I am a management student.
Okay.
The medical practice, I so rate it very hard. Not only in Nigeria, but the world over.
Okay. Try to wrap up your comment, please. It's because of time. Try to round up because of time. Round up, please. Okay.
No, I'm just trying to say, I believe that there should be a law in the medical practice that will stop people from doing these things.
Okay.
They are like things like not destroyers. Why should a doctor or a nurse be involved in such a serious crime? The government, the NGOs, the activists, everybody should join hands together to help the medical practitioners to be encouraged not to do such things.
Okay.
Will not become the den of robbers.
All right. Thank you so much for calling in. We do appreciate your call. All right. Well, we have to sign off from the show right now. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you to Debbie Babajide. Thank you for your for being here. Thank you to Bisola. Thank you to BMU. We have a call coming in. I'm so sorry we can't pick up right now. Do join me next week Tuesday at 11 a.m. for another episode of 100% Woman. Once again, happy Independence Day, Nigeria.